December 2019. I recently saw a kind of interesting breakdown and point of view of the Home Alone movie. I hadn't seen that in a very long time, but the comment section of this video are also good, and I think it was by Renegade Cut. I don't do politics, but it's really good to see different points of view on a topic, and Home Alone actually is a pretty good topic to discuss for what it symbolizes. And this video is about how Home Alone is basically a rich white person revenge fantasy, and it talks about revenge fantasies in general, and I can't really remember the term that came up a lot, but hero, martyr, killer person, killer heroes. Basically, a type of person that is known about and discussed that is a person who is obsessed with guns, who really wants to shoot somebody, usually a criminal, and there's this stereotype, there's a few stereotypes about what the criminals would be. A commenter said that the two burglars in Home Alone are kind of cleaned up for the making of the movie, but they're cast as white people, but the stereotype in the target audience's head is probably not a white person. It's pretty good. Find that video and read the comments. And several people thought Home Alone was a horror movie. When I was a child, I thought it was a horror movie too, because, well, I was freaked out by Ren and Stimpy, and I guess I was easily startled and really high-strung, so things like edgy cartoons could really disturb me. And then there's videos like Home Alone, which is live action, so there's this layer of realism because they're not cartoon characters made of rubber, they're people and special effects, and that makes something really terrifying in the mind of a really nervous 5-year-old. Seriously, Home Alone is written like it's a wacky, zany cartoon full of slapstick violence, but it's not a cartoon, it's live action, and there's just, when you see a video of a person getting hit with bricks or falling down icy stairs, what do you think is going to happen? No, it'd be funny if it happened to a cartoon character, but when you see a live action, come on, it's a horror movie, it's horror. And I can only wonder how much actual injuries happened during the production. Yeah, so the Home Alone movie it features this really rich upper-class family with a 3-story house or something. Really rich, and you know how it is with all of the famous people and a lot of common people too. They're the opposite of what they claim to be. And I should note that that's what the killer hero stereotype people are. They're not actually men, but they really try hard and they got something to prove, and they really want to shoot somebody, and they carry their guns around and say openly that they can't wait to see a criminal so they can blast his head off. Now, I know I'm bringing up guns a whole lot. I personally do not have a stance on gun ownership. I do not own guns. I will not own a gun. I have nothing to do with any of that, but it's just something that's coming up an awful lot. I do kind of think that the whole drama about guns right now is kind of funny to watch, because I think a part of the experiment that is America is to see what would happen if a bunch of Red Lodgers got guns, and then the controllers got freaked out and they're like, uh-oh, the Red Lodgers have guns, they might shoot us, because some of them are really crazy. And, this experiment is spiraling out of control. These crazy Red Lodgers that are amped up on steroids and other things that alter their behavior have guns, and now the Blue Lodge controllers are getting really scared, and they want to take the guns away, and the Red Lodgers ain't having it. The Red Lodge and Blue Lodge thing fascinates me, but I'm afraid I don't have much material right now to focus on that, but I'll definitely try and talk about it some other time when I have more things to go off of. So Home Alone is about some really rich upper-class white people who are you-know-what, and there are these burglars, I think they're called the Wet Bandits, and I haven't seen this movie in ages. And they're only cast as white, but that is not exactly what the writers were thinking in the back of their mind, but they would not ever admit that. And it's really disturbing how the violence is, because, like I said, it's written like a zany cartoon, but it certainly is not produced that way. And go find that video and just read the comments, they're pretty good.